Craving eggs that slide out like silk and taste like a brunch spot's best plate? Stick around as 7 pans go head-to-head to reveal the one that nails perfect eggs every single time. In this ultimate breakdown, each pick from 7 to 1 gets a real-world style review of features, heat performance, egg release, cleanup, durability, and value, with some tough love for the early entries and mounting praise as the list climbs to the top pick for eggs. There's an open loop here. The top 3 handle eggs with a consistency that most pans only promise. Wait for number 1 to see why it outperforms its category for both stick-free release and long-term reliability. 7. Gotham Steel Copper Nonstick Frying Pans. Gotham Steel markets its T-Cerama ceramic titanium nonstick as slick enough to cook eggs with 0 oil, and the copper tone look is undeniably eye-catching on the counter. In hand, the lightweight aluminum body heats quickly and feels nimble when swirling omelets or tilting to slide out scrambled eggs, while the flared rim helps keep messes off the stovetop when pouring off fat or plating a French omelet. The brand highlights metal utensil and dishwasher-safe claims, along with 500 grease fairy oven safety, which on paper suggests a set-it-and-forget-it workhorse for breakfast and beyond. On eggs, the first few uses can seem promising. Scrambled eggs lift with minimal coaxing, and a thin butter sheen makes folded omelets release cleanly enough for a neat trifold. Over easy eggs, however, tell a different story. Without fat, whites tend to grab at the ceramic surface before they naturally release, and by the time the pan lets go, the yolk often runs past that jammy window into overcooked territory, making timing tougher for Sunnyside purists. Even with a teaspoon of butter, the nonstick feel can fade after a dozen or 2 egg sessions, leading to micro-sticking that leaves a residue ring around the rivets, requiring a soft sponge pass to keep it respectable. Durability is where expectations must be set. Despite diamond and titanium language, ceramic-style coatings generally don't match top-tier PTFE longevity, and small degradations in slickness lead to more butter reliance the longer the pan is in rotation. 6. Blue Diamond CC009803-001. Blue Diamond leans into a diamond-infused ceramic coating designed to be tough, toxin-free, and responsive, positioned as a PFAS-free path to everyday nonstick with higher heat tolerance than most rivals. Claimed oven tolerances significantly outpace typical nonstick numbers, and the pans are lightweight, which makes flipping a 2-egg omelet or shaking soft scrambling feel intuitive rather than clumsy. The forged base and warp control messaging are welcome for cooks who use medium heat daily and don't want wobble over time. When cooking eggs, fast heat transfer helps get a light sizzle on whites without waiting, and fluffy scrambled eggs come together quickly with minimal sticking as long as heat stays on the low to medium side and a touch of butter or oil is used. Over time, consistent performance depends on gentle care. Manufacturer guidance to use low-medium heat and a few drops of high smoke point oil isn't just legalese, it's how the pan maintains its egg release behavior week after week. While toxin-free marketing is appealing, Consumer Reports notes that non-stick claims and safety labels across categories can be confusing, and the no PTFE ceramic surface still demands mindful upkeep to maintain slickness for delicate foods like eggs. Cleaning is straightforward with a soft sponge, and residue around rivets is less of a hassle than some copper-tinted competitors, though tiny protein rings will build up if eggs are fried dry or heat is cranked above medium. After extended use, superfine micro-sticking can appear with egg whites, prompting slightly more fat or a lower flame to keep that glide on track, which keeps this model competent but not a set-and-forget egg pan for absolute minimal fat cooking. Number 5. Circulon A1. Circulon's A1 series centers on a scratch defense nonstick with a textured system and induction-capable bases designed for even heating and resilience in daily use. The hallmark here is durability. The brand's ridged approach aims to protect the coating while preserving food release, which pays dividends for cooks who use silicone, wood, or careful metal tools and want a pan that feels sturdy day in and day out. For eggs, that translates to a reliable platform where scrambled eggs set gently and can be nudged into creamy curds without dragging across the surface. Over easy and sunny side eggs do well with a small knob of butter, and the pan's even base makes it simpler to avoid hot spots that scorch whites while leaving yolks underdone, a common frustration with thin-gauge pans. The feel is confidence-inspiring on induction, where some budget non-sticks can buzz or heat irregularly. Here, the A1 stays composed and controllable, which matters for timing soft scramble finishes or classic French-style omelets. Cleanup is simple. Residue tends to wipe off with a sponge and soap pass, and the coating holds its own against daily use, which helps maintain consistent egg release longer than ceramic-only options. The texture that protects the surface doesn't interfere with eggs sliding out when a bit of butter is used, and it lends a little grip for flipping without tearing the edges of whites. For home cooks balancing eggs with broader breakfast tasks like sautéing vegetables or crisping potatoes, the A1's durability and induction-ready base make it a steady performer that doesn't force compromises just to keep egg performance high. 4. T-fal Experience Nonstick Cookware. T-fal's nonstick pedigree shows up in the Experience line with dependable release, even heating, and user-friendly touches that keep breakfast stress-free. The pan's base heats predictably across gas and electric, minimizing the white overcooking problem while waiting for the top side of a sunny side egg to set, and it pairs particularly well with low heat and a teaspoon of fat to maintain a glossy, intact yolk. Scrambled eggs benefit from the steady surface tension. Curds form without tearing or sticking, so they stay tender rather than chalky. T-fal's emphasis on practical durability means day after day egg cooking keeps a familiar rhythm. Preheat gently, add a dab of butter, drop eggs, tilt and slide, plate, rinse, done. For omelets, the sidewall slope helps roll a trifold without snagging, and the rim is forgiving if cheese melts near the edge. Cleanup remains quick even when a bit of egg white sneaks under an edge, and the coating's resilience holds up to regular breakfast duty longer than many ceramic-only rivals. The pan doesn't try to be a searing monster. It's tuned for control, not blast furnace heat, and that's exactly why eggs come out so consistently, day after day. For kitchens that value predictable performance across different egg styles with minimal fuss, T-fal's Experience series hits that dependable sweet spot. 3. GreenPan Swift Ceramic Nonstick Frying Pan. GreenPan helped popularize modern ceramic nonstick, and the Swift line carries forward the brand's PFAS-free ceramic approach with stainless steel construction and dishwasher-friendly ease. The ceramic surface is notably smooth, and with low to medium heat, eggs glide reliably using a minimal butter film, making it easy to preserve delicate yolks or create glossy, soft scrambles. The stainless base gives it structure, less flex, more evenness, and that translates into fewer times when whites overcook at the edges while the center lags behind. For omelets, the balance of heat and slickness helps set a thin layer that still rolls without tearing, and cheese additions don't cement to the surface the way they can on worn coatings. While ceramic coatings can slowly lose peak slickness over months, Swift holds form well when users avoid overheating and stick to wooden or silicone tools, and the dishwasher-safe claim is a real convenience if cleaned promptly after cooking. The pan's design also suits egg-adjacent tasks, warming tortillas, toasting breadcrumbs, or gently crisping prosciutto, without compromising the next batch of eggs. As with all ceramic-style nonstick, respecting heat guidance maintains the egg magic, and Swift rewards that care with repeatable, low-fat egg performance that aligns with its wellness-forward positioning. It's a refined pick for those prioritizing PFAS-free ceramic with stainless stability while keeping egg perfection top of mind. 2. The Rock SOHO Nonstick Deep Frying Pan. The Rock SOHO features a rugged, stone-like textured nonstick that gives a distinctive feel. It's grippy enough to manage turns, but smooth enough to release eggs cleanly with a scant butter sheen. The deeper profile makes this pan unusually versatile for egg-centric meals. Shakshuka, frittatas, or big batch scrambles gain room to breathe without steaming out the non-stick advantage. Heat distribution is commendable across the base, so whites set evenly without crisping prematurely, while yolks maintain that center wobble that brunch lovers aim for. For scrambled eggs, the texture helps form large, tender curds that move without sticking, so finishing with crème fraîche or cheese produces a luscious mouthfeel and a quick slide to the plate. The durability story is strong here. The textured surface resists scratches under normal use far better than smooth ceramic-only finishes, and the pan tolerates day-to-day utensil contact without a notable decline in egg release. Cleanup is nearly effortless. Light residue around rivets wipes off quickly, and the pan's depth keeps stray splatters at bay while offering space for add-ins like spinach or mushrooms. For omelets and over-easy eggs, just a touch of fat keeps the surface slick, and the geometry helps avoid folding mishaps, making it easier to land a neat trifold or a clean flip without tearing the whites. This is a near-ideal egg pan for households that make eggs constantly and also want the flexibility to scale up dishes without swapping cookware mid-recipe. It's a powerhouse for egg dishes that reward control and capacity. Number 1. Rachael Ray 8089. The Rachael Ray 8089 hard anodized frying pan earns the top spot by balancing pro-grade heat control, a resilient non-stick, and a helper handle that makes egg work precise and effortless, even at family size. Hard anodized aluminum delivers fast, even heating that's gentler on delicate proteins, so sunny-side eggs set without blistering, and over-easy flips happen at lower temps with less risk of sticking or overcooking the yolk. The non-stick interior, reinforced for durability, maintains a silky release over time, keeping performance consistent for daily omelets and soft scrambles, not just the first few weeks. The helper handle is a quiet hero. Sliding 2 or 3 omelets back-to-back becomes smoother, and transferring a loaded frittata from stovetop to oven stays stable, bolstered by 500 degrees Fahrenheit oven safety that makes finishing a breeze. Cleanup is quick, rinse-and-wipe territory. Egg residue doesn't cling at the rivets, and the pan's structure resists warping under routine use, preserving that even base that makes eggs so predictable. The pan's geometry favors egg techniques, sloped walls for rolling omelets, a broad flat for multiple eggs, and a rim that lets butter coat evenly without pooling. What sets it apart is consistency under real-world rhythm. Preheat gently, add a pat of butter, crack eggs, and the pan performs the same on Monday morning as it does on Sunday brunch months later, especially when using silicone or wooden utensils. For cooks who want restaurant-adjacent egg control without babying the cookware, the 8089 delivers a blend of ease, longevity, and confidence that earns its place as the best overall egg pan in this lineup. Final thought. That's all for today, folks.